Hello, 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 YouTube world. This is a test run to see if I can see you guys' comments, see you guys, and you guys can hear me. Um, hey, Latte Eminem, can you hear me? You can hear me now? I can see your comment now. I don't know what I did in the settings. Of course, I haven't been live in a long time. So, forgotten some things. I don't know what I did in my settings. I was trying to, change some things around to, try to figure some stuff out. I'm still not used to it because I'm not on a lot or enough to, be real familiar with navigating the YouTube. Awesome. So you can hear me. Great, great. Yeah, I just wanted to come back on and do a test run. I had a lot of distractions today. That's why I don't like really planning my lives, because life be lifing, stuff be happening. Um, I don't be expecting it to happen. So it was a lot of stuff going on this morning. Oh my God, that I wasn't prepared for. So I pushed the live back. Um, then I started the live. Then I had another distraction. Then I was like, oh my God, let me figure this out. And then I was seeing people coming in on the live, but I wasn't able to see the comments. And I think Latte, you said you guys wasn't able to comment. So I don't know what was going on. So I said, let me just end it because I hate not knowing if I'm being heard. And I guess you know what I can do the next time too is just go on my phone because I usually go live from my desktop. What I can do is go, to my phone and check to see if I'm able to be heard. I guess I can do that from now on because, you know, I really don't get, people in my chat enough to know if I'm being heard because I don't be wanting to go a good little stretch talking and not being heard. Yes, life be light. And it's like, man, I already got a full plate when it comes to my daughter, of course. But it was like, stuff was happening. Um, I didn't know I wasn't expecting to happen today. So like I said, I set the live yesterday for today, thinking, okay, I have that free moment. Um, and normally my daughter, she'll usually be asleep around that time. So I won't really have to, navigate as much with her for a few hours. But then I had an unexpected visitor. And so I was like, man, I didn't even know, they said they told me, but I don't remember. So, but yeah, so life be life. And then just you get all these curveballs and unexpected stuff happening. But I had, a very interesting topic I wanted to talk about. I know you guys might have heard, or you could see my thumbnail. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because it's a lot of conflicting stories. And I know it's been a week now, but, of course, my time again. But I just been seeing a lot of conflicting stories on what happened, how it happened, what was the purpose behind it, and I didn't really, like it. I didn't like, yeah, Latte, yeah, but it was a lot of positive with the TMZ interview, or I mean not interview, but segment. Um, Unfortunately, I missed it. I didn't see it. I was told about it, but I didn't see it. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of conflicting stories. They kind of partially got it right a little bit. But I've been seeing other YouTubers, other social media platforms talking about it, and they kind of got it a little wrong, And some people, was giving out positive things. They were saying positive things about it. Um, some people were like down in Lil Wayne. I even heard some crazy stuff even about my daughter. So, but I just wanted to set the record straight. Wanted to give clarity on what really happened um, behind the scenes. How did it take place? Why did it take place? And all those things. Because it was such an epic experience and an epic moment that um, I feel that um, people, his name shouldn't be spoken negatively on, or just vice versa, all the way around. I just think, and every, we got some cruel people in the world. We got some people that's just devils, and they're going to do what they do. So it's nothing we can do about that. But I was the one there. And so I can give a better story than anyone else can, other than, Lil Wayne and his camp. But I just wanted to tell my side and tell what really happened and why that happened. See, that's the thing. People don't know why it happened. They don't know the full gist of it. They just figure, oh, like I think I saw on somewhere where they said she was forced to wait 17 years. Wrong wording. That was such wrong wording. She wasn't forced. So that was one that I saw. I saw another one that said, it was so many crazy ones. I got them jotted down for that live. But I just wanted to, set the record straight, because a lot of people don't get recognition in a good way a lot of times. A lot of people say things for publicity stunts or for likes and views. And, he might have did this because he felt bad for a person or felt sorry. No, it was none of that. None of that whatsoever. So I just wanted to, just get some clarity on it, tell, the story behind it, because, people, going to have their own view and they're going to take from what they see. But hearing it from the horse's mouth, you'll get a better picture of it. So I did schedule the live for tomorrow because I know today my day is going to be very hectic. Prayerfully, God. Because I don't know if y'all even noticed, I haven't been live. I've been really going through it, guys. It's been really, really tough for me emotionally, spiritually. I've been struggling. I'm still not out of the woods, even though we had a lovely moment. I'm still not out the woods when it comes to the emotional aspect of my life. I'm fighting spiritually. I have my moments. I have my good days and my bad days, to where I'm functional. Speaking clearly. Speaking in my right mind and all this stuff. But then I have my days to where I'm really in the dumps. And the month of August was a very hard month for me. Very, very bad. Those who know me know that I've been going through it. August is my daughter's birthday month. Her birthday was August 5th. So, yeah, so it's been really tough for me, guys. That's why I haven't been live. And I kind of want to touch on judging, a little bit while I'm here with you guys today. We have to learn to not be so judgmental with people's mental state. Stop putting everybody in your shoes, how you will react, what you would do, in a situation, what a person should do and all that stuff. Stop that. I hate people that bash or do that victim, what do you call it? Emotional bashing. Because everybody's not the same. Everybody's not going to function the same. Everybody's not going to treat a situation the same. So, mental stability and unstable is real, for a lot of people, especially in this world right now that we're in. Is so sad, so sad. And if you're already dealing with the emotional downward, thing, that the world is already on your shoulders, and then if you don't have someone that's going to keep you uplifted, giving you encouragement words, telling you that, it's going to be okay, and that you're enough, that you are enough, it it can weigh on you, you know what I'm saying? And you want to know that you're doing a good job. Every day is not going to be a good day. So let me read some of the comments. Yeah, some people just too dang nosy, and the comments were crazy. Did you read the comments, Latte? Girl, the comments was unbelievable. Don't let nobody steal the moment of your story. Hugs. I have been too, but I am interested in your story. Yeah, yeah, because I was reading the comments and I had to start reading them because I was just like, whoa, and then, but like I said, there was positive ones. Like you had people doing, I got a few clips on my show of people talking about it, and a lot of people was saying how they got so much more respect for him. You got people that was even like, I don't care too much for him, and he this and he that, to now saying, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's love, you know what I'm saying? And so I guess you can kind of weigh the two. You just got evil people in this world that, no matter what the situation is, they're gonna find the negative in it. And so I just have to realize that that's just what it is. Um, I'm one of those types. I'm very vain when it comes to how you're presented in this sector of the social media world, and it's just certain ways and things that I prefer not to be on social media. When it comes to me and my family. And I've always been with my guard up when it comes to how my daughter is presented online, because you have some evil and hateful people, and because she's not able to defend herself, I have to be that defense mechanism for her. And I just know certain things, when it's put out and people take it and turn it into something negative, or they'll say cruel things, and because she's not able to defend herself, then I'm like, no, that's not, but this situation, I had no control over it, you know what I'm saying? So because it was um off catch moment, and then with the TMZ thing, I didn't know was gonna, take place like that. So it's out there now, it's viral. So everybody is picking it up, so it's out there now. So there's nothing I can do. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, biting my nails, like, oh my God, people gonna see this and they're gonna say this and they're gonna, eat her alive, and all this stuff. And of course, I had a bad hair day because I went and got my hair done, paid all this money for this girl to do my hair. I should have went to my normal person, but I went to someone new. And that's why they say stick with what you know. I went to someone new and she jacked my head up, like jacked my head. So it was nothing I can do. I didn't have time to redo it, go to somewhere else. So I had to cover my head. And I hated that because I'm at this place in this moment with a do-rag on my head, so that to me was, I was kind of like, a little, embarrassed about that as well. So, but hey, what can we do? Every day is not going to be a good day, but he does look out for his community, but he's not really liked anymore about people. Yeah, and I don't understand why. Because, but that's all artists. Everybody is not gonna like the same people. Um, some people like certain artists, some people don't. But when I tell you here in Chicago, when I tell you they came out to support him, even he said that Chicago showed love to him, because when I tell you it was a packed house, I mean, it was packed. You hear me? And it was like an outside venue, kind of sort of. We were in a suite, but it was like an outside venue. And from the inside out, the lawn was packed. And I mean, from every age genre, every culture, I mean, every race was out there. Because some of the race I saw, I was like, dang, I ain't know he had them type of supporters, them type of fans, and but yeah, he did. So you just never know. It just all depends, and it all depends on the city that they perform in. But obviously, I know in Georgia they love him, because of course that's where my daughter, her she fell in love with him living in Georgia, and but here in Chicago, baby, bye. They were full house. So he got people that generally loves him. So and yeah, so I have nothing bad to say about it. Um I love a lot of Lil Wayne songs. I wouldn't per se say that I'm a huge fan of Lil Wayne. I just fell in love with him through my daughter, because she was a huge Lil Wayne fan. And so listening to his music with her, I grew to know some of his songs. Was my daughter a little shocked? Because it's just certain rap music that, I like. But she was a little shocked. I remember one time when I first started singing, I was singing one of the songs. She was playing it in the car, and I was singing it, and I was singing the words right, because I don't always get the words to the songs right. So my daughter looked over at me. She was like, "Oh no, no, you not singing Lil Wayne," So it was, surprising to her too. But when I tell you, every age group was out there at that concert, so I don't feel alone now. I was like, maybe I'm a little out of place because what am I doing? But when I tell you, there were Caucasian people, older Caucasian people that were there. So it has nothing to do with age or nothing. Because I know people probably say, what your daughter know about Lil Wayne? He older than her, and all that stuff. But yeah. So, but I'm going to talk more about that situation on tomorrow. Like I said, I would have said it for today. I didn't get to do it today. But that's okay. Hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow. Hopefully, people get to hear it, even if they don't come into the live while it's happening. They'll catch the replay. But I just wanted to, just give my story of the situation, because I'm seeing a lot of conflict narratives, and can't nobody tell your story like you. So because it was me and my daughter, I want to tell the story. So yeah, and how, everything transpired and how it got up to this point. So yeah, but and to go back to mental illness, y'all, I want y'all to keep my Atlanta family in your prayers. Like I said, everybody, there's so many people that's going through it, guys. My god sister in Atlanta lost her granddaughter last week. She just turned 18 years old, just graduated from high school, and she took her life. So my Atlanta family is going through it, y'all. There's been so many people here in Illinois and Chicago that has taken their lives, young people. Just a week ago, they had I think it was 4 or 5 people that took their lives last week here in Chicago, y'all. And that's why I say, check on your people, even the ones that you think is strong and that's got it together, and they come and they show face, or they put on this "I'm good" persona. A lot of times they're not good. And I raise my hand for that, because I'm good at that. I'm good at telling you I'm good. Oh, I'm straight. I show up. I still, do me, and I make what I'm doing look easy. But it's a struggle. I'm struggling. And sometimes you feel like you have to pretend because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to get beat down like, girl, it ain't that serious. Girl, get over it. Girl, for real? You don't want to hear that. So a lot of times you mask it, you keep it in, you don't talk about it. And a lot of times it's kind of hard to explain, how you really feel, to where people can relate or understand it. Because a lot of times I don't be thinking people understand. They really don't understand it, and a broken heart and grief together. Mm, hard to explain, y'all. But just know, just because a person shows up doesn't mean that they're okay. And because you're, and sometime when you're the person that people are used to seeing strong, they consider you being the strong person. They feel like, oh, she's the one with the good advice. She's the one that, gonna be there for you when you need somebody, them usually the ones that's struggling. Because you mask it with smiles, this, bursting attitude, energy, but it's a cover up. It's a cover up for what you're really dealing with in the inside. But that's part of why I've been missing in action. And why I made the reel and the post, because it was real. It's real emotions. It's really, really weird. And that's how I was really, really feeling at that moment, to where, God, I'm tired, but I'm going to still trust and believe that you're going to bring me through this, and everything is going to be okay. But then your mind subconsciously is like, no, it's not. Don't let it fool you. Don't, but, and then you see a person that looks a certain way, that's really, really struggling to the point where they take their lives, man. My god niece took her life at 18 years old. She just graduated from high school this year. Was supposed to be going away to college next week. Or was it this week? This week or next week, one of those. And she's gone. So you just never know. And it doesn't have an age. I know a young lady about, I want to say probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Her 7-year-old son took his life because he was being bullied. 7. He told his mom, I don't want to go back to school. She was like, it's going to be okay. Now, remind you, his mama had been fighting the school system here in Chicago, about her son being bullied. He was being bullied by teachers. He was being bullied by the kids. She went all the way to Springfield. Nothing was done. She was being overlooked. And that baby told her that night when she told him to go get ready for school. He said, Mama, I don't want to go. She proceeds to send him thinking he gone in his room to go to bed. She was doing whatever it was. Went to go back to check on them, and her son was hanging. He was hanging. 7 years old now. And she was able to pull him down or whatever, and resuscitated him till the paramedics got there. He survived. He ended up, with the brain injury and where he wasn't able to walk or talk anymore, and he ended up with a trach in his neck and everything. And I think he lived for maybe a year or maybe a year and a half, and then he passed away. So it's real out here, people. That's why, no matter what I'm going through, and I still show up and I still treat people how I want to be treated. Because I'm a firm believer that you live your obituary. And I've said that before on previous lives, that you live your obituary. How are you going to be remembered and spoken about when you leave here? What are people going to say about you? You might still have those few that's going to trickle in the comments or trickle in and say, oh, yeah, she was this, all that. But the majority, your ways in life and how you treat people and what you do in this life and in this world is going to be what's spoken the most, and that's going to be remembered. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends, and I have some enemies, I guess, because you can't please everybody. But I would pray that when I leave here, that, my legacy is that, I did right by people. I mean, I know number one is going to be at the top of the list, that I was a great mom. That is number one. And if my daughter was able to tell you, she would tell you the same. So I know it. That's number one at the top. Number two is, if my mama was still here, she would tell you I was the greatest daughter. My siblings, I know without a doubt, is going to say I was a great sister. So as far as people, I would want to say that they would, say something great as well, and just say that, you know, I treated people the way I want to be treated, with kindness, gratitude, grace, and respect. So remember that you live your legacy, your obituary, and what people will say after you're gone. So that's that, y'all. But prayers to us, prayers to my Atlanta family, uh, my god sister and her nieces. I mean, her daughters, my nieces, and my nephews, because it's tough, y'all. The funeral is next week, and it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. Uh, yeah. So that's all I got, y'all. I just wanted to jump on. This was a test run just to make sure that the settings was right on this live, on the live, for the live tomorrow. You guys can hear me. I can see your comments. You're able to comment. Latte, Eminem, thank you, baby, for coming in, the first one, letting me know that you weren't able to comment. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Um, and for those that came in, that didn't stay, that didn't comment, um, I would just appreciate if you just hit the like button. That means a lot as well. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. I'm out of here. Until next time, peace. Mwah.